Hey guys, how you guys doing? It's June 30th, 2019. Hoping you're having a wonderful day, a blessed day indeed. A couple things we should be talking about, all right? First off, let's talk about how Trump had an impromptu meeting with Kim Jong Un at the DMZ, all right? Now, Elant News, he actually predicted that this would occur, all right? He stated about a week ago, if not 5, 6 days ago, that when Trump went to the DMZ, he would offer an olive branch to Kim Jong Un to come meet him. All right, they were scheduled for at first just a handshake, just to say hi, exchange pleasantries. That turned into it being scheduled for a 15-minute meeting. It ended up being a 45-minute meeting. All right, but Trump became the first sitting president ever to step foot in North Korea. All right, it's big, and I've seen both sides of the argument of people who were for and against this. All right, me personally, if I'm going to add my 2 cents into the situation, I would state that Tucker Carlson, he's a huge advocate of the president. A lot of people think that he's outside counsel. All right, this is what he said according to Kim Jong Un's regime. All right, you've got to be honest about what it means to lead a country. It means killing people. A lot of countries commit atrocities, including our allies. All right. Carlson adds, "It's silly and stupid to point out Kim Jong Un's is so mean." All right. I think that this is a gross miscalculation. I don't think that this is correct in any sense of the word. Accepting atrocities is not okay, even if the guy that you're supporting does. All right, and I am all for Donald Trump trying negotiations with Kim Jong Un so they do not continue on with their nuclear development, or that it avoids war. I'm all for anything that avoids war. All right, but. Being blind to atrocities is not something that I think the leader of the free world should be doing. Okay, even if we're blind to America's own atrocities, right? I don't get it. I don't see how you can look at a person like Kim Jong Un and his regime, see the labor camps, see the executions, and say, he's a good guy. He's wrote a few great letters to the president. He's acted real nice towards him. It's all good. All right. That's just not how the world works. It's not how it should work, at the very least. All right, it's insane to me that we are going to put him up on this pedestal just because he is inviting our president over the DMZ, which is it's going to be it is going to be a power move. The North Korean propaganda is going to play that for years to come. All right, they're going to play that as a victory for themselves. And it's just Trump supporters just don't get it. They just don't, It's very hard in this country to play both sides of the aisle, to understand that you can criticize a president but also support him, all right? 90% of the things that Trump does, I am all for. I criticize his foreign policy. I criticize his use of social media. My God, my 12-year-old sister doesn't use social media as badly as that guy does. And it's fine. It's fine to criticize your leaders. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to hold them to a higher standard. All right? So if we see our president, the one that we support, meeting with a dictator, and we're saying, hey, dude, you shouldn't be as soft on, you shouldn't be as soft on him. Yeah, you can't say, you got to kill people to lead a country. Makes no sense whatsoever. And people who are Trump supporters who say stuff like that, I mean, you're going way too far, and I feel like you're a lost cause. That's just my 2 cents, all right? As a Christian, I just can't justify looking at a man who willingly executes people for speaking against him and willingly sends people to labor camps just because they're related to somebody who criticized him. I cannot support that, and I don't know how anyone can, all right? I don't know how we can, as a people, we can look at all of these countries with all these politicians, point out these atrocities, but then accept something like that. It doesn't make any sense to me, all right? I've gone on too much of a tangent. I put in too much of my opinion already, and I'm sorry for that. I try to just bring you guys the news and leave as little commentary out as possible, but I had to say my piece when it comes to that. All right, so that's what's been going on with North Korea, with Iran. We're still sitting in this whole spew, this soup of the world where we're trying to get a coalition together, most likely because a lot of our allies are not right there with us. It's going to take another big provocation from Iran for the U.S. to strike against Iran, all right? Or maybe Israel or Saudi Arabia decides to do it, and then we go in after. But right now, it's just a big waiting game, all right? Same thing with Venezuela. It really is. Another big thing that's been occurring, and a lot of people have been talking about, is this whole thing in Libya, right? Haftar's his forces are currently like one step away from declaring war against Turkey. They just attacked a Turkish drone inside Libya. It was about to take off. They say it was going to hit Haftar forces, and that whole area is about to turn into a tinderbox, to be honest. I mean, it might be in smaller scale. It's not going to, most likely not going to hit the world stage too harshly, just because the Western media has not been talking about Libya whatsoever. They haven't talked about it since Gaddafi fell, you know. But basically, Haftar is in Libya. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. He's in Libya. He's calling on Arab states to stand against Turkey, that they're threatening a declaration of war against Turkey. Turkey seems like it's going to start acting against Haftar forces. It's a situation we need to watch, all right, guys? As more information about it comes out, we'll talk about it, we'll discuss it, all right? Tell me if you guys disagree with me. Tell me if you guys agree with me. Just let me know, all right? Grab a beer, say a few prayers, and as always, keep your eyes to the skies. God bless.